Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews, and this is the Narcissistic Resistance. And this resistance video is sponsored by Magic for Mary. And this is a recording video. We all love those, don't we? First of all, I would like to apologize that I could not donate due to my husband monitoring our finances and would lose his shit if I sent money to anyone. Our problem started when he raped me when I was asleep. I had taken an Ambien because I am a night owl and wanted a full night's sleep, and he took advantage. I have over 20 recordings from 2015 to current I can send you, and each one of you would like them. Just let me know. A little history on me and him. I was never abused as a child, but I was abused by my alcoholic ex, my oldest son's father, and left him in 2003. My husband's biological mother was a drug user seller and apparently made him sell drugs too, from what he told me. This first argument started because Thanksgiving was coming up, and my dad asked me to extend an invite to my husband's parents to come to my dad's house for Thanksgiving so that we could all be together. We live in Oklahoma, his parents live in Texas, and my dad lives in New Mexico. So I texted his mother and politely asked her if she would like to go with us down to my dad's so we can have all the family together. She never replied. She has never really liked me, so I figured no response was normal. When my husband got home from work, he blew up at me saying his mom forwarded my text message to him, and he yelled and cursed at me and cussed me out, saying I went behind his back and it was disrespectful. For some reason, my husband loves to start arguments when our son is present. I'm sorry about the noise in the audio. I was trying to put a trampoline together for my son. I split up the argument because it would not send. It was too long. This argument was on 11/11/2015. The rest of the audio clips are in separate emails after this one. Mary.
The asshole, I'm the one that screws everything up in the relationship.
Doesn't he sound lovely? Is he drunk? Because he sounds drunk.
You say so.
Well, obviously that's what's true.
I'm already going to put this out here just by reading your story of what the deal is with your husband here. I severely doubt anything he's told you about his mother is true. Maybe some of it is true, but he's either lying or exaggerating most of it. Okay, because if his mother was this drug dealer who forced him to sell drugs for her, okay, she wouldn't be bouncing holiday plan text messages off of you through him, from you through him. That woman sounds like she lives in fear of her own son. And the way he's approaching it sounds like I'm right. The reason he gets so mad, and they always go to, you're being disrespectful. They say you're being disrespectful to back you off, because disrespectful is almost like you're being crazy. It's something you're doing wrong, and it's to get you to stop asking questions. Now, I'm pretty sure he don't want his parents around your parents and in a family environment and talking, because I can almost guarantee you his story about his past is going to fall apart.
Trying to do without to give y'all everything that I can possibly do. And that just...
And then you just turn around and use it as a guilt trip on me. That's what you're doing.
No, I'm not trying to give it.
It's all a guilt. This is all a guilt trip.
Okay,
This
you're
is
trying
all
to make
an
me
act.
feel bad.
No.
Big difference.
A realization that somebody makes sacrifices for you and you're ungrateful about the shit.
How am I ungrateful?
Because you seem to think.
Ungrateful, disrespectful. Okay, all buzzwords used to attack your own credibility and to attack your own standing, to shut you up and to follow in line.
It's a guilt trip when a man asks you, you know, or tells you, hey, he'd like to see his son on his birthday. Oh no, we can't do that.
I didn't say you couldn't, did I?
No, but
Well, then why are you putting words into my mouth?
I explained this to you.
Why'd you put words in my mouth?
I'm not putting nothing in your
You just
mouth.
did.
No, I didn't.
He wants to see it. A man wants to see his kid on his birthday.
This is a giant child you're married to. A giant child who has to have his way at all times. There is no way. I'm telling you, just by hearing his voice and how he's acting with the accusations, this is what he's been doing his entire life. This is about him being exposed, about his lies and whatever he told you about his past to guilt trip you and put you under control is what he's worried about. And he sure as shit doesn't want that to happen at your family's house, where your family could step in and say, whoa, 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 what the fuck are you with here? What is going on here? You're married to somebody who made up a... That's what's going on in his head right now. That's what this is all about. I'm telling you.
No, you can't. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Well,
I didn't say that.
Your birthday last year, but you were out of town. Year before, the same thing.
You wouldn't have, even if I was here, you wouldn't have been here. You would have been at work. How am I supposed to fix that? You just want to bring up the past to just argue, or?
No, I want you to realize that, hey, I've missed out on things.
Yeah, I know that. But that's not my fault.
You're an adult. You gotta work. Adults have to work, even on your birthday. Whoa, were you supposed to make him a fucking birthday boy hat? This is a giant child you're married to. A giant, spoiled, abusive child.
Well, this is the 1 year that you can help it, and we want to go somewhere else.
I didn't say anything about anybody going somewhere else. I just invited and suggested it. I never said, oh, well, fuck you then if you're not going to go with us. We're just going to go anyway. Did I? No.
No, but you just don't listen to me.
You just don't understand that I'm your wife and I'm part of the family too. And all of a sudden, I ask someone, about a family event. Instead of texting me back, they gotta go text you, and then you get all pissed, and we get in a big old argument because of it. When she could have just replied and said, "No, it's okay. We'd rather just come down and see y'all."
Okay, it's the first one. Number 2.
Think your mom would really like us arguing like this?
Well, here's what right here. No matter what we decide, we will be the bad guys. That's how they feel.
That's nice. We're always going to be the bad guys because we live far away from them? How is that fair?
They feel like any decision they make is going to upset you.
How?
Oh, bullshit. Oh, bullshit. See, this is all second and third hand information. And this is what the narcissist will tell you what other people are saying negatively about you, about them. This guy, I'm telling you, he's completely full of shit. These are all lies. He's a pathological liar.
It hasn't.
Well, they don't know that.
Then if they don't know that, then why are they assuming that?
I mean,
well, why don't you ask them?
What? I mean,
why don't you defend me for once? Why don't you say, hey, Mom, what's so wrong with Mary that you don't like? Why couldn't you just text her and say, no, it's fine, we just want to see y'all? Why do you have to text me about it? But no, instead, you come home and you start a fight with me about it. When all I'm doing is trying to get family together, that's it.
Well, if you ain't bitching to my parents about what I do, then you're bitching at your parents about
I'm not bitching about anything you did.
Whoa, wait a minute. She's bitching? They hate her, but she's bitching to them? His story makes no sense, Mary. His story makes no sense. And you know why? Because I would imagine you probably don't have very much communication with these so-called accusers.
Just text her and invite her to something. Fuck! You keep changing it around and blaming me for other shit that is not going on.
Because he has to keep making excuses. He needs this distance. He can't have everybody together because his lies are going to fall apart. Next clip.
But I mean, you want to bring up old shit about, I wonder why that.
Whoa. Who's bringing up old shit? Saying she wants to bring up old shit. That's all you're doing. It's bringing up your past birthdays and all your fucking baby bullshit.
You know, I could have been the same way when your ass was over there doing all the bullshit with that stupid motherfucker that you call your friend. That me and you had an argument about. That you were texting and saying you wasn't fucking texting.
That what led to what?
Don't act stupid.
I'm not acting stupid.
Yeah, you are.
Why don't you just say it?
The problem with us not having sex, you know.
Why can't you just say it?
Don't act fucking stupid and don't
I'm not
do it
acting
that way.
stupid. I'm just saying, why can't you just say it?
You're fixing to piss me off, Mary. Seriously.
All I said is, why can't you?
Look, I can hear the kid in the background. You can't do this in front of kids. I realize he's starting it, but this is not the conversation to be having in front of your child, whether it's the sexual or just the fighting like this. It isn't good. It's not.
Just say it.
Why can't you admit what you did either?
I didn't do anything.
So sitting there texting when you leave our fucking house to go visit your mom?
Okay, so texting is as bad as that?
Yeah, when you're fucking married it is. It's like cheating on your fucking husband. But you don't get that.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
So if you can't comment on one of your friends' girls'
No, it
post,
ain't a bad comment on nothing. It's texting somebody that you used to have a fucking thing for. That
but
you
that's
left
worse
me for.
than that's worse
that
than
you left me for.
that's worse.
That you left me
I heard
for.
you. But that's worse than what you did.
I wouldn't have even done that if I was actually loved and was given some every now and then instead of once every goddamn 3 fucking months because you got some sort of fucking
That's
problem.
not an excuse. Why can't you just say what you did?
I've already told you what I've done, Mary.
Then what exactly did you do?
I took advantage of you while you were fucking asleep, alright? Is that what you want to hear?
Regardless of texting another guy, obviously you guys have severe marital problems. This is, I don't know what the full story is with you and the texting, and I'm not condoning it. I'm not putting you down for it, because obviously you got some major marital issues here. But that entitles him to take advantage of you in your sleep. That's his entitlement level. And you think this guy is being truthful about his past? Come on. He's a spoiled little entitled prick. And if you want to get away with him, you have. You have the proof to get away. You put a restraining order on him, you could put him in jail. Next one.
That's the only way we get along, because...
Well, I don't understand whenever you bring up an argument about something, and then I ask a question, you can't answer it, and then you change the subject to something else, and then you put words in my mouth.
You do the same shit to me.
How? What words did I put into your mouth?
No, you change the subject and you bring up old shit too.
How did I do that? See, and you just say forget it because you can't answer it.
They never can.
I didn't bring up anything, did I? No.
What happened to the woman I married?
I don't know what happened to the man I married.
Well, I'm right here. I'm the one that just sat and just...
You're the one that just came home and cursed your wife out for some stupid shit. If my mom asks me about something that has to do with you, I just tell her, just text him or just call him.
I don't know, Mary. I mean, if you want to talk, you say, how do you this or that? Well, I mean, it's like my teeth. You had to go to my mom about my damn teeth.
Yeah, because she's the only one that you'll listen to when it comes to medical stuff.
Oh, I got that fixed, but I don't even get killed.
Okay, when I was there, she was bitching the whole time, almost the whole time, about how bad your teeth were and how worried she was because your family has heart problems and it could lead to it and all this other shit. If it got infected or whatever.
I'm sorry, but I have a problem with somebody. I don't go to their parents.
Whether she was your parent or not, it's somebody that you listen to and take advice from with medical shit. That's the only reason why I told her. Not because she's your mom. Why?
He's afraid of you finding out whatever truth he's hiding from you. Bottom line.
Why do? I'm screwing this on so I can put your trampoline together.
It's kind of like with the problems we had with our marriage, us not getting along, us not good. I don't know your folks. granted, it ain't about medical, but I don't know your folks about anything.
It doesn't matter. That's the way you do things. Good for you.
Well,
If I need somebody to talk to, I can't talk to you, obviously. So I'm gonna talk to somebody, so it's not like they go and call you up and be like, oh, why you do this and this and this and this. They don't think you're a bad person, they just try to give me advice. That's it. People have different ways of dealing with things. So just let it be. Maybe you weren't raised that way. Well, good for you. Then don't be like that. I don't see what the big deal.
He wasn't raised that way. I thought he was raised by a drug addict, drug dealing mother who forced him to deal drugs. It doesn't sound like he was raised in any kind of fucking way. So why would this bother him?
So we can't talk. You don't understand it, but then you come home and you could have just started a nice conversation and simply asked me why I texted your mom instead of cussing me out and yelling at me. No, yeah, that's what you're assuming.
No, Mary, it happens every time.
Okay, every time. Like I text your mom so often that happens every time.
No, if I question anything that you said or done or whatever, it's wrong.
Okay,
Nothing
but I'll still answer it. I don't be all, never mind, you don't get it.
And let's think there's one or two more.
I don't even know why you did that. Like, why would you do that to your own wife, anyway?
Probably because I went to I'm getting done, but once every fucking 3 months if I'm lucky.
So, if I didn't give you any at all, you'd just rape me or what? Pretty much what happened. Don't you agree? Guess not. It's just a selfish act. Well, that's not an excuse. Okay, so what would you call it?
What do you want me to say, Mary?
I don't know. You expected me to obviously be fine with it after it happened. I guess you didn't think about I guess you didn't think I would even notice in the morning or something.
Well, he's just trying to justify it, you know. Here's the thing, and don't take this in the wrong way. But if he hadn't done that, understand something. If he hadn't done that, he would have been able, if that's true, if you guys were only having sex once every 3 months, he could have divorced you on those grounds. He could have. Which he should have done, which, if he was that unhappy, is what he should have done. Not rape you in your sleep. So he loses any type of moral high ground he may have had. Not even a moral high ground, I guess. A legal high ground. Because I know for a fact, you know, once every 3 months is, I don't know how they say it in Oklahoma, but it's in Florida and in New Jersey, it's failure of marital duties, as that's how it's described. It's duty or what, a duty, a job, whatever. That's not how that's just the legal terminology. But that's not what he wanted. He wanted you, and he was going to have you. So he loses any type of legal high ground he had. And I'm telling you, the two of you need to be far, far away from each other, because, you know, there's obviously other issues going on. Okay? You're having these discussions openly in front of your child. He can't learn to interact this way. He can't think this is normal. I think there's one more. Nope, that was the last one. Okay. So, who do we have here? What do we have here? We have a guy who's trying to hide you from finding out the truth about him because he's a pathological liar. And he lies for his own entitlement to get his way, because nothing he says makes any sense. He doesn't have a valid argument for anything. And he goes to the extent where, you know, he openly admits to raping you in your sleep. So that's what you got here. So where is your future with this guy? Nowhere. Nowhere. I would send those recordings, well, now that they're on YouTube and I have them, in a safe place. But this marriage obviously is going nowhere. This relationship is going nowhere. Okay, and there are dark secrets to be uncovered eventually that you're going to find. So what I would say to him is, either we're going to get a divorce and go our separate ways, okay, or I can turn over the recording I have of you raping me to the police and we can go that way. But one way or another, you're getting the fuck out and getting away from me. And I would suggest distance between the two of you, not eliminating him from your child's life. But if he has a propensity to rape, I mean, you have options, Mary. That's my point here. You have options. I hope you use them. Because this guy is a mountain of lies and a facade. And when you see these guys get protective, talking about you're being disrespectful, or so-and-so says this, or so-and-so says that, they're trying to keep you from the truth and keep their lie going longer and longer. He obviously wants to keep you. So he'll do anything at this point. And he sure as shit doesn't want himself exposed in a place where you might have family support to be like, whoa, no, 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 you're not going anywhere. You get out and we're going to fix this. So thank you for your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Magic for donating so I could produce it. I appreciate it as well. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comments section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, or you'd like to set up a private Skype chat, phone call, have a private video made, or you'd like to just sponsor the channel or sponsor a video for someone else who can't afford it, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. And if you're still unsure, wait for the final video link to pop up on this video. That'll take you to my instructional video, which will guide you on how to do all of that. Please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. This is Ollie Matthews, and this has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Bye, everyone.